Hey guys, it's Caleb, and this is day number 8 of the project. So let's get right into it. Set you guys here. We can go over what I had written down for today. So today our topic is, why does God want us to serve secretly sometimes? So we're just gonna have my quick message, and then we'll get into some scripture. I know you guys want these to be a little shorter, so I'll try to get through this a little bit. I appreciate you guys for watching and just being a part of the journey. Let's get into it. So, first thing I want to start off with is just that obviously God knows our thoughts. Even, when we don't say the certain things out loud, He still knows that we're thinking about them, and He appreciates it, especially when we get tempted with sin and He can see our thoughts and we think to ourselves, like, hey, should I be doing this? Should I be doing that? And think back to a biblical standpoint. He appreciates all of that. So I think it's important to remember that since He can see our thoughts, He knows that recognition can kind of slowly shift our motivation for things. So like when services become visible, it's easy to start serving and acting for approval instead of for actual obedience like we should. And when we serve in secret, it kind of trains us to obey even when nothing's coming back for us, Even when we don't get any type of reward, even when we don't get anything for it, it trains us to do it for the right reasons. And that's why we serve secretly sometimes. I want us to look, I'll pull it up here, into Matthew 6. And it starts off with just giving to the needy. So we'll start off in verse 1. Be careful not to practice your righteousness in front of others to be seen by them. If you do, you will have no reward from your Father in heaven. Verse 2. So when you give to the needy, do not announce it with trumpets, as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and on the streets to be honored by others. Truly I tell you, they have received their reward in full. 3. But when you give to the needy, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. And 4. So that your giving may be in secret, then your Father, who sees what is done in secret, will reward you. Let's go back to my notes here. So I try to add in, just like a little food for thought in every lesson that I do. And today I just want you to think about, like, with social media. If you couldn't get, or like you couldn't see your likes, you couldn't see your get shares, you couldn't get any comments, you couldn't get any likes on your comments, would you still make posts? Probably not. A lot of us don't really, even though we like to say that we do, a lot of us don't really make like Instagram posts or anything just to show off like our outfits. Like, we're doing it for recognition, as in like people liking the post. We think it's cool. We do it so that others will view us differently. So that's my little food for thought, is like, would we still do it if we didn't have the likes, the comments, the shares? And lastly is just always remember that sometimes God removes the audience so that He can shape your heart instead of letting your pride shape you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hope everybody has an amazing day. Remember to trust God and get your prayers in.